Hi, everybody. One of the prisoners represented in my ebook, my self-published ebook, Voices from the Inside, Letters from Famous Prisoners, is Pam Smart, who is, of course, currently making another attempt to get out of prison. Okay, and I have quite a few things from her. This is a Merry Christmas. We haven't corresponded in quite a while, but we were corresponding fairly regularly for a few years. Her case, okay, and here are some of the letters you can find. You'll be able to find them now in my ebook. And I discuss her case. She was convicted, of course, of accomplice to murder in the murder of her husband, Greg Smart. Now, the prosecution theory was that she had essentially planted the idea for the murder in a group of teenagers. She was 22 years old at the time, media coordinator. A lot of people identified her as a teacher, but she was not. That was one of, something that was false that got spread around, that she was a teacher, a high school teacher. She was a media coordinator. She never taught a class. But she started having a sexual relationship with Bill Flynn, who was a high school student. She was never charged with statutory rape. And the reason was that the flirting, and some people might call it grooming, started when he was 15 years old, which in New Hampshire is underage, but the actual sex took place when he was 16, which is the legal age of consent. Anyway, there were no less than 4 boys involved in this murder. And there was also one teenage girl who knew about the murder plot and looked for a gun, but she never served a day in jail. Her name was Cecilia Pierce because she testified against Pam Smart. Okay, now I'm not going to relitigate the case right now or even talk that much about it, but I will say that I think you can get some insight into how her mind is working in the, years after the murders, how she is operating in prison. In my book, Voices from the Inside, because I do feature a lot of letters by her, and I analyze those letters and, talk quite a bit about them. She has been a model prisoner. She's been a very good prisoner. She has gotten, I think it's three master's degrees, a PhD, and she has become an ordained Christian minister. Okay. And she has also tutored. See, she started teaching after she was imprisoned. She has tutored countless inmates and helped them get their GED or whatever other training they needed. This is not an excuse for murder, by the way. I'm not making excuses for anything she might have done. But I do hope that maybe somebody might buy Voices from the Inside, Letters from Famous Prisoners, and see what you can find out about Pam Smart, through my book, or through my ebook that is at Amazon.